What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today, Volk just got the belt back, boys. Volkanovski is the new and once again UFC featherweight champion. He is the featherweight GOAT. He is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Mate, he was too fucking fast. This was one of the greatest cards I've ever witnessed in my entire life. This made me have faith in humanity, in life, in the great, Alexander Volkanovski, just in life in general, man. This was an amazing card, top to bottom. I'm going to recap every single fight, give you my thoughts, my opinions, and I don't even know where to start, bro. Alexander Volkanovski, people doubted him. You know, people said this blockhead Diego Lopes. Listen, I'm not going to hate on Lopes, all right? I really wanted to. Because people were disrespecting my GOAT Volkanovski, saying this guy's gonna chin Volk, this guy's gonna fucking retire Volk, and I knew Volkanovski was too good and too fast for ya. And Volkanovski went out there, he utilized his jab, his range control, just prime Volkanovski tactics. It looked like Volk came back from a time machine from 2023 in the first 3 rounds, I would say. Because every single time Diego Lopes opened up, Volkanovski would land a right hand over the top. He would land a check hook in the pocket, right? He mixed in the takedowns. He was beating him up against the fence, doing actual damage against the fence. Can you fucking believe it in 2025? Takes down Lopes, beats him up in the guard, just like I said he would, just like we saw from Movsar Evloev and other previous opponents of Lopes. Round 2 was pretty good, pretty much the same, except at the end of the round, Diego Lopes did drop Volkanovski with a right hand on the break. Volkanovski did good to survive that round. My phone is literally blowing up with just Australian impressions, messages. But yeah, Volkanovski won the second round, got dropped at the end. That's why one of the scorecards was 48-47, but I thought he won the first 3 rounds. Because those first 3 rounds, he's moving around at range with the jab. He's pumping the jab like 4 or 5 times in a row, mate. He's flicking that bloody jab down his face. You know, blockhead Lopes is fucking gritting it down. And Volkanovski's landing calf kicks. He's making Lopes miss. He's countering with the right hand over the top. He really was throwing some bombs in the pocket. You know, like that 5th round where he looked kind of tentative and he was kind of, just on the back foot, just playing it safe. I thought we'd see a little bit more of that longer from Volkanovski, but there was really moments in the first 3 rounds and even in 4 and 5 in spurts where he would really sit down on his punches and land a big fucking bomb on Diego Lopes. So I do want to give credit to Diego Lopes. I do think he lost 4 rounds. I thought he won the 4th round. I thought he lost 1, 2, 3, and 5. 5, he was trying to clip farm. He was trying to find a fluke, but all jokes aside, all hate aside on Diego Lopes, I do like the guy. I think he's very entertaining. You have to give him credit for improving his cardio. He went 5 rounds with Volkanovski, who was really sharp, who was on it, who was mixing up takedowns, making him brawl in the pocket. Like, he was engaging with Lopes and then backing out very strategically, very smartly. He got caught a couple of times. But yeah, Lopez's cardio looked good. His chin also was very good. He did eat some big shots from Volk. He didn't really get too much damage dished out to him, but over the fight, it was very clear Volkanovski was winning. I didn't like, and I'm going to talk about him more during this video because he pissed me off. He was one of the lowlights of this. I didn't like Joe Rogan and DC trying to act like, oh, dude, anybody's fighting round 5. Like, Diego Lopes, everything this guy did, they act like Ngannou was fighting, right? And Volkanovski's chin was a bit scary. I was fucking nervous for my boy. All right, I was nervous that Volk maybe would get, chinned, but the second it left round 2, I just knew that Volk was locked in. Like, he genuinely, like I said, returned to form. He looked great in so many moments of this fight. This was one of the greatest, feel-good comeback cards in general, and this is one of the best results we can have in UFC. Like, just to have Volkanovski win the fucking belt back, bro. It makes me want to cry, man. Like, seeing Volkanovski come back, get the fucking belt back, bro. Australia fucking dude, we fucking own you, dude. Come on, man. JDM's winning the belt. Volk just got the fucking belt back. And he looked good, man. Like, he really did look good. And I think if his next fight is against Movsar Evloev, which seems pretty likely, what is Evloev supposed to fucking do? Evloev does not have power like Lopes. Evloev does not have really the speed or the range and the size of Lopes. He's a shorter, stubbier little wrestler with pretty solid boxing, but I think Volkanovski's takedown defense is extremely proven. And his grappling is proven as well. He was taking down Lopes pretty comfortably in that first round. He mixed in some other shots that got defended. I think that was more of a clock wasting kind of mechanism. But yeah, all in all, I'm going to grade this like a 8 or 9 out of 10 in terms of like how much I enjoyed it. Volkanovski's fucking back, dude. This is the fucking best, bro. I love the UFC. I love this fight, man. And in the co-main event, nobody talks about a lot. Paddy the fucking body. If only somebody had got on here for 2 years straight and said, Paddy Pimblett will be top 5. Paddy Pimblett will be top 10. Paddy Pimblett will be champion. And this guy goes out there, this Scouser fucking bastard, he goes out there. Round 1, Chandler got a takedown. You know, he had some control there. I was a little bit worried for Paddy Pimblett. He looked a little bit slow and kind of starting monotonously, I guess I would say. But then he jumps a triangle. I fucking said he was going to do that. Gets back up, and then out in the open in this fight, Paddy Pimblett can fucking strike now, bruh. Paddy Pimblett was piecing up Michael Chandler. He was kicking his legs. He was landing jabs, right hands over the top. I was waiting for the flying knee earlier in the fight. He didn't really go to it in round 1 and 2. Round 2, he didn't really get to strike that much. He was piecing up Chandler. Chandler shoots a takedown. Paddy Pimblett reverses position, dominates him, gets on his back, nearly finishes him in round 2 with elbows. I thought you could argue maybe a 10-8 in round 2 for Paddy Pimblett. That's how dominant he was in this fight. I thought round 2 and 3, you could argue they're 10-8s. Like, he completely out-grappled, out-muscled, outstruck, just completely dominated Michael Chandler. Not only am I going to say he did better than Dustin Poirier, he did better than Charles Oliveira. He did better than Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, and Justin Gaethje. He is that fucking good. And the thing that I know is, once this wears off, like once people just stop appreciating how good of a performance that was, his next fight, dude, what are you saying, dude? Dude, I've been watching freeze frames, bro. Dude, Oliveira's gonna chin Paddy Pimblett in 1 round, dude. I swear to God, people just literally, every fight, they just move the goalposts. But I'm sorry. So many people said Michael Chandler was going to KO Paddy Pimblett. He showed his chin, can take a shot from Michael Chandler pretty easily. He showed that he can utilize his range and his size and completely outstrike Michael Chandler, make him look fucking terrible, land a flying knee in round 3, cut him open, nearly finish him on the feet, you know, get on his back, get him on the ground, dominate him. Literally worse than, like I said, Charles Oliveira 1 fight ago. He's literally doing this shit better than fucking Oliveira. Same with Tony. Tony Ferguson versus Charles Oliveira. People fucking forget, man. Charles Oliveira smudged Tony Ferguson. Paddy Pimblett finished him, arguably could have finished him in the... he dropped him and arguably could have finished him in the first round. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just fucking amped, bro. Because Paddy Pimblett is the real deal. Know what I mean, lad? Nobody talks about him. I'm going to beat fucking Ilya, lad. I'm very, very excited by this. Dude, come on, man. This is a fucking banger card, man. The only downside on this main card was this fucking bullshit, dude. Patricio Pitbull. I'm not even going to call you Patricio Pitbull, bro, because you lost the privileges of your nickname when you fucking cost me my perfect predictions. I went 12-1 on this pay-per-view card on predictions. I am the greatest predictor of all time. Let's just get that down. Patricio Ferrerio, whatever your name is, dude. Who unplugged this guy's fucking controller? He comes out in round 1, 2, and honestly in round 3, just stalking forward, just idling animations at Yair Rodriguez. I think this one really sealed the deal for me on how much I hate Joe Rogan, and I'll talk about that after I talk about the fight. Yair Rodriguez won all 3 rounds. He was piecing up Patricio Pitbull with the head kicks, with the body kicks. Pitbull was looking for like one big shot. He landed a couple of decent hooks, but he couldn't really get going. Like, he literally was moving like his controller was unplugged. And Yair Rodriguez just moved around at range, body kicks, head kicks, nothing spectacular. Like, round 3 was pretty entertaining. It was more of the same, and then Pitbull got dropped with a 1-2. Like, Yair Rodriguez went head kick, 1-2 down the middle, dropped him. And you guys know Yair Rodriguez. This guy gets on top of you, and anyone else gets on top of you after they drop you, the ground and pound, you're like, bro, I gotta cover up, I gotta fucking move. But Yair Rodriguez, it's like the pillow punching sound effects, like the squeaky toy sound effects if he hits you on the ground. He did mix in some decent elbows, I guess, but yeah, dude. Patricio Pitbull threw up a pretty nasty armbar. and made it to the decision, but not a good performance, dude. Not good. Stinky, bad, not good, not Bellator plot armor worthy. You've lost the right to be called Patricio Pitbull, because if a real Pitbull got in there with a fucking pipsqueak like Yair Rodriguez, what do you think happens? Tell me, bro, because that's not what they do. A Pitbull is not walking at someone fucking fainting at range, trying to do this shit, you know? Come on, man, what are you doing, bro? Now you're gonna be fighting in the fucking apex. As for Yair Rodriguez, good performance, okay? Definitely better than the performances that he's had in the past, like against Brian Ortega. Even the Josh Emmett fight, I didn't think it was that good of a performance. Like, he showed some flashes, but I think this is probably his best performance in a really long time. You are not getting a title shot. Let's just make that perfectly fucking clear, Yair. You are not getting a fucking title shot, my brother. You can fight Diego Lopes next, though. Come on, man. UFC 320 featured fight, Yair versus Lopes, injected into my fucking veins. Get him up there. Get Fabiano up there. Cool on. Oh, like, we need more of that shit, bro. But you're not getting a title shot. You're getting Yair Rodriguez. You're getting Diego Lopes in the sphere in Guadalajara. That's what you get. Or maybe you get Arnold Allen if that can't happen for whatever reason. Okay. Last thing I'm gonna say before I move on to Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. Joe Rogan is genuinely becoming unlistenable. It's like having your fucking uncle on commentary, and not in like an entertaining way. This guy, the fight finishes, Gene Silva versus Yair Rodriguez, anyone? That's the fight to make. What? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? But then when Yair Rodriguez gets on the mic and this guy asks for a title shot, Joe, I mean, how do you not give him a title shot, dude? Dude, great performance. Yeah, you deserve a title shot, dude. Shut the fuck up. This whole fight, this whole card, Joe Rogan on commentary, just yapping fucking nonsense. I think he's going for a heel hook here. No, it's not a heel hook, you idiot. It's a calf slicer. I don't know why he's complaining. Those aren't back of the head shots. They're back of the head shots, you fucking idiot. Like, I'm sick. I'm so sick of Joe Rogan, bro. I can't take this guy's fucking voice anymore. And he's ruining these cards, because other than that, this was one of the greatest pay-per-views of all time. This saved my fucking life, dude. Gene Silva just put on a fucking masterclass, bro. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. Gene Silva was literally fucking around in there and brutally finished Bryce Mitchell. I picked Gene Silva to win this fight by decision. I did think that Bryce Mitchell would be able to get a hold of him, maybe take him down at some point. I thought that his striking defense was solid enough that Gene Silva's obviously going to be quicker. He's going to be more explosive, but Bryce Mitchell's going to be able to roll with stuff a little bit. And I think in the first round, he did good. Like, he was landing some front kicks. He was landing some calf kicks. Silva was kind of being patient. Like, he was landing a jab. He'd throw some big head kicks and stuff like that. And then in near the end of the round, Bryce Mitchell shoots a takedown, and Gene Silva just latches up this perfect guillotine on him. It was really close. It was similar to the Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sakarian Gilly. For all my hardcores out there. Only hardcores have studied the tape of UFC 300. He threatened a Gilly. He switched it to a ninja choke at the end of the first round. It was a close round. I gave it to John Silva. And then in round 2, Bryce Mitchell, how are you gassed out in 2 rounds, bruh? You're gassed out from this guy emoting at you. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say this. If John Silva lost, people would be clowning the fuck out of him right now. And I'm not hating on Bryce Mitchell. I'm just saying, how the fuck is this the biggest matchup of your life? This is the biggest fight of my life. I've had dreams about this, man. This is the biggest fucking payday and biggest deal of your career. And you're gassed out in round 2. You can't get a takedown, right? You're literally shooting from across the cage and ending up face first on the canvas. Like, Bryce Mitchell from round 1 to round 2 was a huge drop off, and John Silva made him pay for that shit, bro. Literally dropped him bad in the second round with the left hook, right hand down the middle. He was piecing him up, and then again catches Bryce Mitchell on a takedown attempt. Way too athletic, way too explosive, way too fast. Catches him in a ninja choke. Bryce Mitchell turns his back to the mat to try and get out of it, but he's not fast enough because he's tired. And he taps and then goes to sleep, and then John Silva barks over him, bro. It was fucking crazy, man. It was a very, very insane win. I don't... You know what? I'm about to say it, bro. Let's say it like it is, dude. John Silva, that is the same as what Ilya did to Bryce. That is literally the same level of performance as what Ilya did to Bryce. I know people I know certain people, I guess I would say, like fans of Bryce Mitchell and shit, will not give Gene Silva the credit, but that is a domination, especially in that second round. This guy is too fucking explosive to take down and hold down. You cannot take this guy down and just lay on him in half guard. This isn't fucking Dan Ige. This isn't Kron Gracie, bro. This guy is athletic as fuck. He's extremely smart with his reactions. He knows when to pull the ghillie, when not to do it, when to get back up. And on the feet, he was just a level above Bryce Mitchell. So I think Gene Silva definitely deserves a high-ranked opponent next. Not Yair Rodriguez. I'll fucking tell you that again, Joe Rogan. But definitely a big name because that was like a superstar-making performance. That was like a domination in that second round. And a very, very exciting matchup. Boys, Dominic Reyes is back. Holy fuck, man. I know we were all nervous for Volkanovski versus Lopes. I picked Dominic Reyes, and a lot of people were kind of like, bro, I don't know about that pick. I didn't know about it. I was like nervous as fuck because Krylov is dangerous, right? He's an underrated guy at light heavyweight. And Dominic Reyes goes out there, patient at range, couple of big body kicks, big head kicks from Krylov. He's trying to start an extended exchange where he can chin Dominic Reyes. He rushes forward, and Dominic Reyes sleeps him with the McGregor-Aldo step back left hand down the middle as he's running in. Completely puts him out bad. Holy fuck, man. We are so fucking back. Like, my final thoughts on this main card. We are so fucking back. And I'll say this about Reyes versus Krylov before I talk about the prelims. Yuri Prochaska's not doing that to Krylov. I'm just gonna be fucking for real, bro. Like, these top 5 guys. Khalil Roundtree is not doing that to Krylov, bro. Jamal Hill, you seriously think Jamal Hill could do that to Krylov? No. I love Jan Blachowicz. He's not doing that to Krylov, bro. Dominic Reyes is genuinely back, and I genuinely think he can fight for a belt. Like, that type of win, who else has done... I mean, listen, who does that to Nikita Krylov? That's genuinely my question to you. Who the fuck does that to Krylov? Amazing performance, amazing win, amazing main card. This is like an 8 or 9 out of 10 pay-per-view. This is... I don't know what actually could make it better, bro. Maybe if Yair Rodriguez Pitbull was exciting, we could have a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view. This was a fucking banger, bro. And I'll talk about the prelims quickly. There was some entertaining fights. There was some entertaining finishes. Dan Ige beats Sean Woodson. Thank you so much. Maybe a controversial opinion. I'm not mad at the stoppage. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It was 1-1 going into the third on my scorecard. It was 2-0 Dan Ige going into the third round on the judges' scorecards. And I'm not mad at it, bro. You guys, all of you, literally, not all of you, I guess not all of you, but the fucking vocal majority of people that I deal with when I talk about MMA and when I talk about UFC on my channel are like swearing up and down, no, dude, Pereira won, bro, Ankalaev did nothing, bro, he was just pitter-pattering. But then you're glazing Sean Woodson, this boring fucker, and people better give this guy shit for his performance. They're not going to, because of the stoppage, and it is kind of controversial. I get it. But the fact that people won't say shit about Sean Woodson's fighting style, but they're complaining about Lerone Murphy and Yusuf Zalal, this was worse. At least Lerone Murphy could say, bro, I'm fighting fucking, bro, Josh Emmett, bro. I'm fighting Josh Emmett, you know. Manchester, I'm fighting Josh Emmett. Like, Lerone Murphy's fighting genuinely a dangerous person. Sean Woodson's fighting fucking Dan Ige. And this guy is throwing pitter-patter little uppercuts and hooks in the pocket, looking like fucking Kenny Okoye out there, bro. This guy's throwing fucking little winging arm punches with like 30% power on them. And people are mad that this guy got stopped in the third round. You don't deserve the chance to fight back if you're not actually fighting, bro. I'm sorry, dude. Ige won the second round, walking forward, actually landing damaging strikes, not fucking pitter-patter jabs and fucking, you know, little uppercuts in the pocket. It's not a single significant moment from Woodson. He's not even trying to do significant shit. He's literally trying to win a split decision. And then in round 3, he gets rocked badly. And for the entire third round, Sean Woodson throws nothing. He literally throws not a single strike. Dan Igue's just walking him down, piecing him up, like landing shots. Looks bad, right? Sean Woodson shoots a panic takedown as a boxer. So yeah, dude, Sean Woodson's fine, dude. He's shooting a takedown. He's a 6'2" boxer. He wanted to take down Dan Ige. No, he was hurt. He wasn't about to go out. He wasn't about to go on fucking CTE Society. But he's not throwing or landing anything. This is similar to Bilal Muhammad versus Sean Brady in terms of stoppage, in my opinion. I'm not mad at it. But Rogan and DC on commentary, again, I mean, how do you stop? That's one of the worst stoppages I've ever seen. My phone's blowing up right now. Like, shut the fuck up. Seriously, bro. Who actually cares? This boring fucker is on the back foot the entire time, doing nothing. Pitter-patter strikes. Dan Ige trying to finish the fight and landing clean shots against a guy that should be playing for the fucking Lakers, dude. Give him some slack, man. I'm not mad at that stoppage, dude. Dan Ige gets the win. Virna Jandiroba, she won by decision. She used a lot of jiu-jitsu. It was alright, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can't shit on it because of the next fight. I guess I'll say that. I cannot be a hypocrite and say, dude, this is so fucking boring, man. You know, Jandiroba was trying to make it entertaining. She was throwing up submission attempts. She was throwing up a lot of armbar attempts. Yan Xiaonan just fucking staying in the grappling the entire time. Like I said in my predictions, man, Yan Xiaonan does dumb shit, bro. Especially in the grappling. In the striking, she's extremely dangerous. She was able to have some good moments against Zhang Weili on the feet. Like, Yan Xiaonan is good, but in the grappling, you can see there's a huge difference. And Virna Jandiroba just dominated her in the grappling. Got on her back, got on mount, you know, looked for the armbar, nearly tapped her at the end of the fight. Pretty decent performance. I guess she's going to fight for the belt next. I don't actually really care that much. Not because of that reason. I'm just saying, like, I know Weili Zhang beats her, all right, man? Yeah, you know, jiu-jitsu, it's okay if you use jiu-jitsu, dude. Unrelated, listen, kid. Chase Hooper's winning the fucking belt, kid. Okay, dude, listen. Do you see now why I had to be nice to Jandiroba? Because, listen, I thought this was a great performance from Chase Hooper. People are fucking hating. Of course they are. But, dude, Chase Hooper just dominated Jim Miller in round 2 and 3 in the grappling. Flowing from position to position, literally, like, playing around with this dude, man. In the first round, Miller jumped the guillotine, like, you know, he did try to get a submission. I was a bit worried for my boy Chase DuBronx, but Chase Hooper ended up on his back at most of round 1, most of round 2 as well. He was on the back. Round 2 was very much more a Chase Hooper round. Like, round 1 was kind of close. Round 2, he took down Jim Miller, and then from the back, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. I popped hard for this, bro. Dude, Chase Hooper rolls for a truck, bro. He's literally doing comedy moves to Jim. These are moves that I do to fucking white belts that come in for their trial class. And this guy's doing it to Jim Miller. And yeah, man, like the way that he fights, I think he needs more ground and pound. I think he needs more wrestling positions, like pinning the arm, like from the like going for that Dagestani handcuff, trying to land punches underneath, shit like that. I think that can be a difference to make these performances a little bit more dominant. But in terms of his grappling, this guy's just chasing submissions the whole time. He's flowing from position to position. He's literally playing around with Jim Miller in there. Very dominant round 2 and 3. I thought he showed some decent striking as well. He landed some good front kicks. His guard has definitely improved a lot from when he started in the UFC. Like, he's actually somewhat defensively sound. He's moving around pretty well on the feet. It's still very different from his grappling, but yeah, I thought Chase Hooper looked pretty good. I like that he called out the young guys in the division. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. And this kid said he spent too much time gooning this guy. I don't know what that... Can anybody let me know in the comments down below what that means? But regardless of that, Chase Hooper, title run continues, boys. Chase DuBronx. And then there was this fight. All right, dude. There was this fight. I don't know what the fuck... Like, what was the referee doing, bro? Because Darren Elkins literally came out for this fight like he got hit by a car already, bro. Like, he was literally wobbling around on his feet from the second the fight started. And why was Julian Erosa so slow, too? This was like an underwater fight, bro. This was like slow motion, like there was input lag on their controllers, bro. Like, it was just so... It was kind of tough to watch because it was just Julian Erosa trying to KO Darren Elkins, but he's too slow to do it. But Elkins is way too slow and old to do anything. And then, yeah, Julian Erosa lands a big knee, rocks him, and the referee's just kind of like, yeah, I should probably stop this. Pretty depressing to watch, but it was a finish, so it did add to the, you know, the hype of the card. We got 2 finishes on the main prelims. Olejniczak got a W. That was pretty good. There was a bit of controversy about the stoppage. I wasn't really mad at it, I guess. It was weird, but Dumas wasn't defending himself. So shout out to Michael Olejniczak. Fighting Nerds legend, bro, got a KO with the left hand. Oh, no, I gotta talk about these last 2 fights, dude. Sumu Daji versus Mitch Raposo, all right? I'll talk about this, then I'll talk about Gore versus Tulio, the fight of the night. Mitch Raposo, bro, if you're listening to this, what the fuck were you doing, man? I picked Sumudaji, by the way. This is not a rant of, like, me crashing out because I got a pick wrong. No, I just genuinely am confused. Raposo literally is like 5'2", maybe 5'1" on a good day in this flyweight division. He has T-Rex arms. I'm just saying it like it is. He's a grappler, okay? He's not a striker. He's a shorter dude. And every time he gets a takedown or tries a takedown and it gets defended, or Sumudaji gets back up, he doesn't just disengage from the takedown and start punching. No, that makes too much sense. This guy backs himself across the entire cage, like from one edge of the cage to the other, with 0 strikes from Sumudaji. Just decides, let me just walk backwards all the way to the other side of the cage, and then circle around on the outside like I'm fucking Alex Pereira. What the fuck was this guy doing? And the fact that commentary was glazing this fucking guy. Joe Rogan's like, I don't know, man. It could be 2-1 either way. Someone's gonna be mad. Like, who the fuck thought Mitch Raposo won this fight? Why did this guy think he won the fight? He did literally fucking nothing. I don't know who this kid knows in the UFC that he has infinite split decisions. He got schooled by Andre Lima. He did nothing in this fight. He literally moonwalked the entire fight and did nothing and fainted at range. And I just don't fucking get it with these split decisions and this commentary where they just... Some fights, they're just glazing the fuck out of damage, like the Volk Lopes fight the whole time. Oh, dude, Lopes, oh my god. But then in this fight, Sumudaji elbows this guy and they go, I don't know, man, you got the takedown. Like, it's so fucking annoying, bro. Okay, dude? They're lucky this was a fucking generational pay-per-view, man. I can't be mad, man. I loved this card. And this is another reason why I loved it. We just have a casual little unranked middleweight fight of the year candidate. These two fucking scrapped, bro. If you haven't watched this fight, rewatch this. If you don't know, now you know. Tresean Gore, Marco Tulio, great fight, man. Rocked each other back and forth. Tulio dropped Gore a couple of times. He dropped him with a big left hook in the first round. He was mixing up the targets like a fucking beat, like just jab, body shot, calf kick, head kick, spinning back kick, head and body, like spinning back kick to the head, spinning back kick to the body. Tresean Gore's pressuring him, landing some big shots, rocks him in round 2. Gore rocks him, Tulio rocks him back, and then in round 2, he drops Tresean Gore with a huge lead side head kick to knock him down, then followed up with a big Superman punch. Very, very entertaining performance. I really want to see this guy fight somebody more of like a straight-up striker in the middleweight division. I think that'd be really entertaining, but yeah, man. This was a generational pay-per-view. We all got to witness greatness tonight, man. Volk got the fucking belt back, mate, and that's all that matters. I'm so fucking happy, dude. Dude. Paddy won. Volk won. Silva won. Reyes won, bro. Reyes won, man. I'm so happy, man. These are my immediate reactions. These are my thoughts. Let me know down below what you guys thought of the card. I went 12-1, guys. Just saying. No, I'm just kidding, dude. But yeah, let me know how you went on picks in the comments down below as well, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter @BedtimeMMA. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, man. Goodbye.